Anyway, welcome back to Move with Ben. Today is going to be session number 8 of the 4-week program. It's going to be a 15-minute relaxation stretch, okay? So we're going to actually start on all fours today, and we're going to do a couple of kind of yoga positions, and then we'll work into some different stretches, okay? But I think for this one, as I say, it's going to be a relaxation stretch. So we're just going to tune into the breath and just spend 15 minutes. Nothing else matters apart from the way we're moving and breathing. So on all fours for me, we're going to start in puppy pose, okay? So knees, hips aligned, ankles in line with your knees. Take your hands forward, press your chest towards the floor. Spread your fingers wide and start to take a couple of breaths in towards. Just 2 or 3 grounding breaths right now. So we're going to begin with some spinal mobility. Okay, so shifting the weight of your body just into child's pose, just for a few moments. Hands wide, toes together, knees wide. Just relax the weight of your body in towards the floor. Everything drops towards the floor. Drop the shoulders. Nice. And then coming forwards into all fours position, okay? So try and stack your head so it's in line with your tailbone. We're going to take a deep breath in. Pull your shoulders back. Looking up, so at the top of your breath here, initiate the next part of the movement with your pelvis, and then very slowly round and push in towards the floor. Pull it back into neutral, deep breath in, up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Take your right hand forwards. And I want you guys to send your left arm through your body. And just hang out here, just for a couple of breaths here. So start to untangle any tension in your thoracic spine. And then gradually coming out of that one, take your hand forward, left ear in towards, left hand in towards your temple, come through, open up, hold top end range of this movement. So a bit of mobility here. And then we place both hands underneath our chest. Take the opposite hand forwards, send your right hand this time through your body. Notice if you have any clicks here. So your head is resting on the floor if you can. Your shoulders also on the floor. And then during the session, if you notice any areas of tightness, just focus and pay attention to those areas. We're going to take that opposite mobility again and just let go. So if it's tightness through your shoulders, through your head, through anywhere on your face, just let go of that. And we're going to start to unwind and prepare ourselves for a really positive week ahead, or day ahead, or evening, or whatever time of day you're joining. Nice, so the next one, we're going to hang out here a little bit longer, and then we're going to release, okay? Knees on the floor, brush your elbows against your ribs. Take your hands in front of your body, resting on your forearm here, and also the outside of your wrist, so your palms are facing together. So in yin yoga, you would hold some of these positions for a few minutes. And this is a slight back bend, okay? So just manage it. If you've not done this movement before, just scale it back. And this is your first option where you're close to the floor. This is your next option. And then if you're feeling comfortable, you can take your hands in front of your body. Just notice what that feels if you're taking that. Soften up your elbows if you need to. We're just going to take 3 breaths here. Okay. Exhale, relax the weight of your body on each breath out. And slowly release. Guys, from there, place your right arm on the floor, your forehead on your right arm, your left arm wide. We're going to take scorpion stretch, okay? So I want you just to lift up and come over. Again, you might find a couple of little clicks here, okay? So just manage it. Maybe you can just get to there. But practice it and see how you feel doing it. It's a nice bit of mobility for your spine. And you'll hopefully also feel your chest and shoulders having a lovely stretch here. One more time on this side. And then releasing, we're going to repeat on your opposite side. Okay, so your right arm goes wide, your left, your head rests on your left forearm, lift up, come across, and then back in. Just 3 times here. Come across, back in. One more time. Nice. So guys, from there, we're going to come in to a bit of hip extension, okay? Chest over your hands. So just lift up. Externally rotate, come round. Repeat. Okay, so hip, end, range, mobility. So mobility is a combination of strengthening and stretching. But this in particular is a strengthener. Okay, so just 3 times and then repeating on the other side. So typically, if we sit down a lot, our hips can become inactive. So it's important we get a bit of lubrication and work into those areas. And the benefit of this one in particular is you hopefully will feel your glute med firing up. Main man has joined. Good boy, Tiny. So working into that hip. And then from there, we're going to rest into child's pose. Toes together, knees wide, pressing into the floor. Okay, drive the weight into the floor. Just a bit of back release here. Start to lengthen your arms forwards. Press your palms in towards the floor. Nice. We come through into a hip opener. Okay, so hip stretch this time. Drive, shift the weight forwards, work into your ankles. Very small movement here. So this one, a great one to practice regularly to work your ankle mobility. If you find that when you squat, for example, you don't quite have the range of motion, these are called pale and rail movements. So progressive, angular, so a bit of movement here, and then you can ease off as well. Same side, just pushing in. Maybe you'll feel a stretch into your Achilles, and for me personally, this is a great thing to do because I've had my own Achilles issues through running. So I need to constantly stretch and strengthen that area. But from there, we're going to work into that hip opener. I'm sure you guys have done before. So lunge forwards, my left leg is forward. Lift up your right arm, rotate round. Again, a bit of mobility. We're not holding on to anything. We're just finding whichever range we have here. And then lean forward a little bit more. And I'm going to give you the option to take it into a couch stretch. So come back You might find your hamstrings not allow you to do that. If not, just hang out wherever works for you. And if you have access to a couch or anything like a couch, you can use that to prop your back foot up. It's a really nice stretch here. If you can get both hands round that foot. And then from there, we're going to work into the other side. So again, ankle mobility. So I personally like to do this, try and do this as regularly as I can up here. So I normally try and work into the ankles, and I try to hang out in that deep squat position for 1 minute per day. If you do a bit of movement to prepare your body for that squat, such as this, such as the hip mobility work, you should hopefully in time improve the squat and feel better in the squat, even if it's just warming up into your workout. Nice, so very small movement, left and right. So I've just got my hand on the knee here, keeping the back heel on the floor, and then coming up. Right foot forward, lift up, lunge, rotate round. So feeling that stretch into this hip here, nice and long in your spine. If you can, lunge a little further, and you've got the option just to ease off, take the foot up. Sometimes the hardest one with this stretch is to actually get that foot up, because your hamstring suddenly goes really tight. Well done. So guys, from there we're going to find a stretch for that hamstring now. Okay, right foot in towards the left inner thigh. If you've got a towel, you can loop the towel over the top of your foot. If not, you can just hang out here, just lengthen into it. If you can't reach your toes, you can get that towel, or you can kind of just fold. Try and keep the leg nice and straight here. I'm going to try and... Okay, so just going to spend a few breaths stretching here. I've been really enjoying getting back into my running, so this stuff is so important as a runner, as a cyclist, or as someone who just generally loves moving. This recovery work, this stretching. I really, personally, I love it when I get in here and I spend 10 to 15 minutes just working into different areas. No pressure, just I normally set a timer, and it also encourages me, because I spend too much time on my phone, and it encourages me to use the phone for the timer. So I'm much more present in the way my body is moving. So deep breath in, fold into the stretch here. And on this side, we're going to ease it off. We're going to lengthen our arms. We're going to work in a little bit deeper, okay? So just take a breath here. Come out, take your arms up, take a deep breath in. Lengthen, and just hang out here. So we're going to do a couple more resting on our backs, okay? Working our way gradually towards the end of this session. So lying pigeon, right foot over your left knee, and then take a breath here, and just pull it in towards your chest. Controlled breathing. Notice the tightness, notice any areas of tension. The other thing I've been working to get into in this lockdown is meditation. I've really enjoyed it, actually. I've been using the Headspace app. I often have broken sleep, and I find if I wake up, there's always one I can find that will help me kind of doze off again. They've got loads of sleep ones, loads of different random courses that help you set yourself up for the start of the day. And I'm actually finding, because I'm home generally, there's no rush in the morning. If I get up a little earlier, I can spend 10 minutes doing that and just focusing on that every morning. It's really a nice way to start the day. Opposite side from there, so working into that lying pigeon stretch. Just circle your ankles as well whilst you're here. You can take the other hand wide and gently push, kind of like you're pushing your left knee here and you're pulling your right shin. Just be mindful of any unnecessary strain through your ankle. So we're going to go into the one that they call in yoga happy, I think it's called happy baby, right? So take your two fingers closest to your thumb, around your thumb, and just pull. What you can do here as well, if you can't quite do this, you can just elevate your legs against the wall, and it's a nice way to get the blood flow back from your lower limbs to your upper body. Just relax your upper body into the floor. Post workout, post run, post cycle, it's a lovely feeling when you can actually feel, personally I think it is, when you can feel the blood flow pulsating from your calves back the way down your body. Nice, okay, just lengthen your legs in towards the floor from there. And then we're going to take a stretch for the upper back. Hands on the back of your head. Just gently bring your chin in towards your chest. You might get a couple of clicks. And then just resting into the floor. Take a breath here. Start to integrate a little bit of movement back into your body. And we'll come up to a seated position. Just to finish here, a couple of shoulder rolls. And then we're going to look left. And then look into your right. Into centre, up towards the ceiling. And then just allow 2 deep breaths. So with me, very slowly exhale 1 more time. And relax, shake out the wrists. Thank you so much for joining this relaxing stretch. Hope you found it enjoyable and relaxing, and know that you can come back and use this whenever. You know, if you've had a stressful day, it's the perfect time. So just get a bit of movement, get a bit of breathing, and hopefully give you some release before you go to bed and sleep. Guys, thank you again, and next session will be the glutes and core 15-minute, and we've got a brilliant 25-minute full body dumbbell strength workout in our 3rd week of this 4-week program. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Anyone join live? Corinne. I got all sorts of clicks there as well. Andrew, good evening. Sam, good evening. Quinn, amazing job. You have to let me know where in America you are. I'd love to know. Gaz, thanks for joining, mate. Trisha, well done. Hopefully that will sort you out for the maze. Lovely to have you as well this evening for the evening. But guys, thanks as always for joining. Tomorrow is the glutes and core, low impact, bit more of a focus on the deeper core muscles. It's going to give the glutes a bit of a burn, and we all need strong glutes. Lorna, brilliant to have you tonight. Hope you have a lovely evening. Maybe it's I'm a Celebrity with Mo Farah. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to research whereabouts in America that is. I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, thanks as always for joining the sessions. I really love to know that they get used. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again next time, and have a wonderful week, everyone.